and I've been here since the church was actually called Calvary Life Tabernacle. So I've been here a long time, 22, 23 years or more. The biggest growth that I've noticed, and the most important growth, to me, is the youth group. Obviously I have children that are old enough to be in the youth group, and it's been such a blessing to see the youth group, the impact of the youth group and the growth there. That's really the most important thing.
I love most about the church is the saints, because the representation of our pastor down to our saints, it kind of is a trickle down and it runs through.
Well, I've always enjoyed woodworking, and it's been kind of my life growing up. My father was a carpenter, and I was around him for the years. She would direct a lot of the children plays, and I would be asked to help and use my creativity to make the sets for the Christmas plays. I've also made platforms for youth events and anything where I could be used. Things that we do a lot together is we bake cakes and make specialty cakes together.
Sometimes drama and sometimes not. It all depends.
The drama she's referring to is
the disagreements that you might have when you have OCD and not as much OCD.
Well, it's a happy medium, and usually in the end it all works out.
The role I play in the set designs is I'm the boss. Actually, I try to take in consideration those that are involved assisting of it, their time, their passion for what they're most creative in, and I would also probably have to say that's where he gets drug into his woodworking passion, is because I end up going back to being the boss. So what do you say all the time? Happy
wife, happy life.
That's how it works.
The first time we met, I actually was taking one of her dear friends to a Christmas banquet. So her friend was my date that night. And the very next day, April came into town to go on a ski trip with her friend, and that's when I first met April.
I actually came down here in February for a Valentine's banquet with one of his friends, and he was there with his mom as his date, and I remember kind of catching him off in the distance. In June, I saw him at camp. I asked him about his friend who I went to the Valentine's banquet with, and you told me that he was doing fine, but I actually told you that I was there to see you.
You know, he was my friend, so there was really no interest at that time, but now that they weren't together, I was like,
fair game.
Wow, so you're interested in me. So I said, well, if you were there to see me, maybe I should get your phone number. And the rest is history.
16 years later. Like that.
He said don't.
Don't hurt my... Oh,
Okay.
this is my baby.
Go sit in there.
Yeah, see?
It's cold.
You want to introduce who these kids are?
This is my firstborn, Mason Zachary. Getting
He's
too old.
15, and he's not driving, and he's not available.
What?
And this is Lauren. She is 10, and she's not getting married till she's 80.
No, I'm not.
She's allowed to start dating when?
You're
60.
60.
That's right. And